5 years of war in Syria has created the worst humanitarian crisis since the Second World War. Over 2 million Syrians have sought refuge in Turkey, a number that is continuing to grow. They've escaped war, but without being able to provide their families with even shelter or food, they are living lives of desperate difficulty. Save the Needy is working in Turkey and along the Syrian-Turkish border, helping vulnerable refugees to rebuild their lives, bringing them out of hunger and poverty and providing them with food, shelter, clean water and access to education. We regularly distribute food boxes to struggling refugees. Each box gives a family food security for the whole month, and we take special care to reach families with widows and orphans, also providing desperately needed financial aid to those without means. We are supporting schools for Syrian children, giving them an education so that they can look forward to a brighter future. And we also support orphanages to take care of the huge number of children that have lost their parents in the conflict, where recently we distributed gifts for Eid. We've been working closely with the Syrian refugee community over the past few years, and alhamdulillah we've been able to improve thousands of lives. But there are still so many more in need of help, and while the conflict in Syria only worsens, this number continues to increase. As the blockade reaches its 10th year and still struggling to recover from the 2014 conflict, the situation in Gaza continues to worsen. Gaza has the highest unemployment rate in the world, and its people are struggling to cope with poverty and a lack of basic services, like electricity and water. The humanitarian need is huge. Working through local partners, we're providing aid to widows and orphans in Gaza and improving access to healthcare through funding health centres and delivering desperately needed medical equipment. Recently, we distributed your Qurbani meat to hundreds of families living in poverty, many in homes that are falling apart and aren't safe to live in. Your support will allow us to help them out of poverty and to be able to live in dignity. We would like to thank all those of you who donated and made all this possible, and with your support we will continue our work. Be a part of our future projects by donating, and you could help change lives too.